Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Trails Beyond the Horizon with Calador. We finished up the 6th domain last time, and we're about to start a side quest before we continue through the entertainment district in Tharbad. So, we also did a connection event with Rufus and Lapis. And we saw our favorite little carnelian fairy from Daybreak 2. Excuse me, are we right to assume you posted a request on the bulletin board recently? Oh, I know you folks. You've been around the Mulan quite often these past few days, haven't you? So, you're the ones accepting 4 SPGs? Yep, that's us. Anyway, just to get down to the nitty-gritty here, you said you've been finding counterfeit tokens in the casino lately, right? Unfortunately, yes. I can't speak about the matter too loudly, of course, but know that these are extremely grave circumstances. If you don't mind, I'd like to discuss the nature of the request a bit further with you all. Do you have a moment? Of course we do, and this is going to give us Gray and Chaos, and that works for me just fine. Alright, sure. Sounds like you're in a pretty tight bind here, so let's hear it. Your kindness is much appreciated. Now, if you would please follow me. The token you see on the left is one we use in our casino. The one on the right, however, is a counterfeit. Hard to tell just by looking at them. Are you sure it's actually a fake? When we showed it to an appraiser, we found a difference in design that could be attributed to a miscalculation in measurement during manufacturing. They were also able to determine that due to the impurities the counterfeits contain, they're slightly heavier than their authentic counterparts. Minute as these differences are, however, even I'm unable to distinguish between the two. And neither can our dealers, unfortunately, which has resulted in these counterfeits being used in our slot machines. So now they're mixed in with the real tokens, huh? And they're circulating in the casino? The fact that they created a counterfeit tokens rather than counterfeit Mira likely means they were concerned about authorities taking notice. Frankly, I applaud their forethought on the matter. Not the time, Rufus. Anyway, I'm assuming most of your guests are completely clueless about this whole thing? That's correct, yes. And that's why we've so far been unable to figure out where exactly the counterfeits are coming from. Perhaps if we found a way to identify them at a glance, we could limit their use, but as it stands, it's a bit difficult to explain the matter to our customers. So the casino has simply had to absorb the loss in profit. Truthfully, a further influx of these counterfeits in the future might just affect our ability to operate outright. Alright, think we've got a general sense of the situation now. We'll do some investigating to see if we can suss anything out. Luckily, I've got just the connections for the job. Oh, those gamblers, right? If anyone knows anything about casinos, it's those two. It's probably a bit too early for us to meet up, but it should be fine to give him a quick call at least, right? I'd say so. Mind if we take this token with us? By all means. And again, thank you very much for your attention to the issue. Well then. You know that's not the counterfeit, right? After leaving the casino, Kevin called Jack and Halle. Just got those pics you sent, Kevin. Thing's a real piece of work. You see any while you were helping that lady earlier? Can't say I did. If the material they're made of is different, and so's their weight, I would have noticed the moment I touched one. But honestly, anyone but me would be hard-pressed to tell at a glance. I get the sense the mastermind behind these things had a single-minded resolve about this plan. They were determined to see it succeed, by any means. Now, why do you sound impressed? But, you know, that rumor? Oh? Here's something we could use? While we were gathering intel for you earlier, we happened to hear something that's kind of been nagging at me ever since. See, apparently there's this token shop that's cropped up in Tharbad recently. Claims to be a place where you can buy casino tokens on the cheap. They change their location pretty frequently, though, and they only sell to people who've heard about them on the Orbital Net. Didn't seem relevant to what we were looking for at the time, so we didn't pay them much mind. But maybe... No, there's no question about it. They've got to be the ones we're looking for, right? A counterfeit token shop, huh? Well, can't imagine anyone else would fit the bill. And if they really are spreading rumors about themselves on the Orbital Net, tracking them down should be a piece of cake. Would you two happen to know the latest rumor about the shop's location? Well, according to what was supposedly posted by them this morning, look for where all the hubbub's happening. For where all the hubbub's happen in the entertainment district. Find me, and you'll be in for some maximum deals. Oh, really? Maximum deals? Interesting hint. Probably talking about... looks like you figured it out already. Well, I guess I'll let the information fee slide. Just this once. Anyway, we've still got some business to take care of, so good luck with the rest, alright? Thanks, you two. See you later. If the rumor has been making the rounds since this morning, it may be best for us to hurry. Right! Let's catch these crooks! Then we can force them to teach us how to make counterfeits of our own. Really? Come on, kids. Let's get searching.
Our proxy work begins.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way. And we go boompa doompa. And this is the venue for that maximum energy event. Could the shop be around here? Maybe they're using all the commotion as cover. Yep, feels like we're onto something. One, two, three. Yes, 8,000 Mira exactly. All right, here you are, 1,000 tokens. Thanks for doing business, young man. Nice, but maybe I bought too many. Well, at least I got them at a discount. I mean, 8 Mira each instead of the usual 10? You know, actually though, I thought taking these things out of the casino was prohibited. How? Afraid that's a trade secret, kiddo. If you find yourself needing some more, I'll be in Tharbad a while longer. So keep an eye out, all right? Will do. Thanks a lot. Is she the token shop? I didn't think the person in charge would be an old lady. What's wrong, you two? Well, why am I getting this weird feeling? I suggest we investigate the tokens that young man purchased. Let's split up then. Rufus, Lapis, come with me to talk to the guy. As for you two, can I count on you to track down that old lady? Imagine she's got a base in the area where she keeps her stock. Can you find out where it is for us? We can't afford to lose sight of her right now. Sure. No sweat. We are all over it. Good luck, you two. Let us rendezvous at a later time. There she is. Wonder where she's going. Let's be careful following her. Don't want her catching on to us. Clearly.
Central Eastern culture is so fascinating.
I see you.
Let's do a search.
You guys here to relax too?
All right. And around the corner we go.
Wherever you are.
And hide in the corner we go. Oh, you went running. I missed that. No, don't skip it. Try again. I didn't see she started running like that.
Come out wherever you are.
I see you. Because of course we're going to get the SP bonus. Like, there's no question of that. There you are.
Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are.
Let's do a search. Let's do a search.
Come out wherever you are.
Uh-huh. Of course she's doing it on purpose. No question about it. I recognize this shady old lady.
Let's do a search.
out wherever you are.
Ah. No, no, no. Okay, we'll go through all this, but I'll go back and redo that section to get the SP bonus properly before the next episode. So, the hammam. Why would she come to a place like this? Maybe she's treating herself to a bath for all the hard work she's done. But, I mean, if she heads into the women's baths, we're in trouble. We need to make sure that doesn't happen. Keep off my ass, you freaking creeps! You want to chase tail so badly? Go to the strip club. What? That voice. There's no doubt about it. You're that old con artist crone. Huh? How do you know about... Wait a second. Ain't you those brats that work with Beauty's Blade? How dare you show your faces in front of me? If it wasn't for you, I'd have never ended up in debt to the Kingpin. Well, you reap what you sow. You should have just trashed those fake T-phones in the first... Have a little sympathy for the elderly, would you? Goodness gracious. If all young people nowadays are like you two, the Republic's in for a dire future. I tell you, the goddess must be heartbroken. Seriously? You're bringing up the goddess now? I can't believe this lady. She can talk all she wants, but if she really is the one responsible for those counterfeit tokens, we can make this quick. This is a new business venture of yours? Trying to put your experience as a swindler to good use again? I was wondering why you were in Tharbad. So, you're trying to interfere with my business again, are you? That it? You're not that important. We just happened to pick up this 4 SPG while we were in the area. Doesn't look like she's got any flunkies with her this time around. Come on, let's nab her, S. Like I'd ever let you brats get one over on me again. If you think this old dog hasn't learned any new tricks, think again. Chrono Drive. Why couldn't we move? How'd she get so fast? Behold, the ace up my sleeve. Think I've made enough cash in Tharbad by now? High time I hit the road. Ciao, squirts. What was that? A divine wind? Actually, I think it was that old lady we saw earlier. Kevin, sorry, but we screwed up. Can't believe she had a Zypha, and with a freaking speed enhancer, no less. What the heck are you talking about? You can explain the situation once you've taken a deep breath, you two. We'll catch her soon enough. Sometime later. Looks like I managed to shake him. Buying that black market Zect Arms tech really did pay off in spades. No one can catch up to me. Not even Beauty's Blade. They'll never guess my stock's this far out of the city. Burn the midnight oil to create those molds, so you better believe I'm gonna use them. Maybe I'll head to Elsheim's entertainment district next. Afraid this is as far as you go, lady. What? We found you! Thanks for leading us to your stash, Granny. How do you find me? There's no way you could have seen me leave the city. That's where our boss's cunning comes in. You see, when you passed me by earlier, I managed to slip a single counterfeit token into your clothes. What? When we received it from the casino, I registered its data with my Zypha, just in case, you understand. With that info at hand, it was only a matter of utilizing shard search and a map application to guide us straight to you. And, it seems, your entire supply. Split-second decision-making. Knew teaming up was the right call. So, Magisa, was it? You're not going anywhere. Not even with that gimmick of yours. To hell. Huh? Oh no. Go to hell. This always happens. First it was the special support section, then there's stupid inspectors from the Empire. I mean, don't you feel the least bit of shame for scheming against a frail old woman like me? Well, my ears are ringing. Whoa! Guess even Rosenberg Tech isn't immune to her voice. What a stupid question. Who do you think you're dealing with here, lady? We may not look it, but all of us are former inhabitants of the underside of society. You think I give a rat's ass who you are? I'm a black market trader, for God's sake. I've spent half a century experiencing the sweet flavors of triumph, the bitter tastes of loss. And I'm never giving this life up. So don't you ever mess with a con artist crone again, you hear? Oh, lovely. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I knew she was planning something. I hadn't realized you'd prepared for the occasion. Just a few more Zect Arms products from the black market. Now, don't screw this up, bots. I refuse to lose. Come on, let's end this.
A school of small fry. How vexing.
Well, Kevin.
You're doing good.
Displaying data.
Death blow. I mean,
We have the advantage.
blind?
Press it.
You all do blind. I mean, seal and rot are kind of your bread and butter, but
We're doing good.
that works.
We've got this in the bag.
Lending aid.
Say your prayers.
Hope she heard.
Shield Buster with a miss. The miss sucks. Ow. Oh, really? Okay, Swin. What you got for me here, buddy?
We've got this in the bag.
We have the advantage.
This'll clinch it. Relax.
Press it.
Trying.
Yeah.
Give it your best shot.
We've got this in the bag.
Do you, though? Do you really?
You have the advantage. Press it.
Fine. We'll go there.
Too slow. You're done!
Boom. Wah wah.
To do.
I don't know, Nadia. What to do?
You're doing good.
Advantage. Press it. your best shot.
Sure.
Tit for tat.
Kaboom. Oh, well, that stinks. I mean...
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Easy does it.
Yeah, something like that.
Do it!
My cue. Bleed through. I don't say he.
Million. Yeah.
Take it away.
Here we go!
Yeah. Loa. Let's just go. Boom.
Seals of mine, conflicting from the abyss. Fly, holy spears of space. Pierce, unholy spears of time. By your opposing natures. Bring ruin to all!
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Think again.
Bump,
What to do?
bump, bump.
Give it your best shot.
Well,
Advantage. Press it.
what?
Behind you.
Right behind me.
We got this in the bag. Rufus!
Victory's in our grasp. Let us strike all at once.
Let's go, Rufus.
Gleam! Brilliant Scepter!
I don't say he.
Battalion! We got this in the bag.
Are you are. Well then.
We have the advantage. Press it.
Do
Fine.
it to it!
I have no choice! You got
Wah,
it,
wah.
Kevin!
Doopy doopy doo.
We got this in the bag.
Sure, let's do that.
Do it!
Allow me.
Blow for blow.
Well, that's nice.
All right.
We're that much closer
Cross
to this
Cipher
level.
2.
I'm on the up and up.
Okay. What? My trump card! How dare you! That's checkmate, Magisa. And... Gah! My business! The molds I worked so hard on! Phew! What a relief! Though I can't say I'm a fan of the whole setting everything on fire bit. Yeah, I mean, I know they were all just counterfeits, but shouldn't we have at least collected a few as evidence? Well, it's not as if we're the police. We've no real obligation to do anything more than what was requested of us. That being said, dealing with her would also fall under... over there. How'd she move so fast? I'll get you back for this someday, you brats. Mark my words. Wait a minute. Ignoring that hokey part and threat. Do you seriously plan on running through the desert? Of course I do. Remember what I said before? As long as there's ground beneath my feet, there's always be somewhere for me to run. Or the east, I'll even run to the very ends of the world. Remember this, scum. The way of the counterfeiter will never die. Well, we've been dealing with her since Trails from Zero. Should we go after her? Seeing as we've still got more important business to take care of, I'm gonna say no. Plus, if she keeps heading straight, she'll make it to the capital, where Arkwright will deal with it. Probably. Oh, is this what they call passing the buck? Honestly, even if we did catch her, she'd probably just escape again. And anyway, if she really does end up running through the desert, I doubt we'll have to worry about her ever again. I wouldn't be so sure. After all, it seems she truly is, as the kids say, the real deal. Ironic, considering she's a purveyor of counterfeit goods. All right, no need to be such a wise guy. Utterly exhausted, Kevin and company return to Tharbad. They then made their way to the Mulan, where they reported what they'd learned of the situation to their client. I see. So you were able to cut off the flow of counterfeit tokens at the source? You have my deepest gratitude for your swift action on the matter. It was a piece of cake. Took a lot out of us, though. But even though there won't be any more counterfeit tokens coming into the casino, hundreds have already been mixed in with the authentic ones, right? We spoke with a young man who bought counterfeits from the culprit earlier. He gave us a few samples to use as references. With this many, you should be able to pinpoint a more efficient way to identify them. Though actually extricating them is another issue, I suppose. And, of course, there's the matter of customers who bought counterfeits under the assumption they were the genuine article as well. If only I could think of a solution that could account for all our concerns. What's the best option for dealing with the counterfeit tokens already in circulation? Well, have the fakes turned in, or leave them in circulation. Just leave them in circulation. Not sure if this is the best suggestion, but why not treat the counterfeit tokens as real ones too? That way you can keep them in circulation. That's a bit... Actually, you may be on to something. After all, as is evidenced by the fact that most customers have remained unaware of the issue at hand, the tokens are nearly identical. Look, the source has been eradicated. No more fakes are getting added to the pool anytime soon. If your policy is to avoid burdening your customers at all, I think my suggestion just might be the most efficient solution for everyone involved. That's a great idea. And if the staff members don't say anything, everyone will be none the wiser. I see. So, a bit of deception would be at play. An unorthodox solution, to be sure, but perhaps we'll think on it further. No way to please everyone. That's just how 4SPGs go, I guess. There's not going to be a right answer here, you know? So, as long as you're satisfied, that's all that matters. Yes, perhaps you're right, young lady. Thank you for your help today, everyone. And please, feel free to continue enjoying our casino to your heart's content.
Check that one off the list.
All right.
Money for our coffers.
What do we got here? Yep.
Let's do a search.
Okay, so that leaves us. Let's go talk to these two and then head into the Al Jumeirah.
Come out wherever you are.
Undergoing its final checks.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Halle. You came. Sorry to call you guys all the way here. It was no big deal. Just wondered why you asked us to meet at the train station of all places. Leaving Tharbad, are you? That's right. Finished up what I was doing here for a client of mine, so now I'm off. Specifically, to somewhere around the capital. Anyway, sorry to do this on our way out, but we've got info on that request you made yesterday. And the thing you asked about at the club. So you two ran into each other, huh? Bet that must have been a hoot. Why were you talking business in a strip club? Because dirty old men will be dirty old men. I'm not old. Oh, come on. You're not even that much younger than I am. But we could be siblings. Why does being referred to as old bother you so much? Perhaps because our friend here is on the cusp of what they call a midlife crisis. Look who's talking, Mr. 32. Whoa, can't believe you guys actually found anything. Rumors, gossip, whispers on the wind. That's what you were talking around about, right? That's what you were asking around about, right? Along with some stuff about Vegas Films and their little festival last year. Yeah. There was one story that stuck out to me in particular, though. And it just so happens to be about a certain irrigation project. Does this story involve so-called hocus pocus? In a way, yeah. See, according to our sources, Professor Hamilton came to Tharbad with a bunch of laborers 20 years ago to take a look at the oasis. Apparently, they were able to determine pretty quickly what was causing it to dry up. So, they managed to pinpoint the source of the problem to somewhere out in the desert, and before anyone knew it, there was water in the oasis again. It's like there was never a problem in the first place. Everyone we talked to was at the site 20 years ago, and they all said the exact same thing. It was like magic. Magic, huh? So we were right to ask about hocus pocus. But aren't there people in the Empire who can use magic? Indeed there are. Witches, they're called. I'm unsure if the professor shares their blood, however. Doubt it, though I'm not surprised witnessing a miracle like that had people wondering. Especially not when nobody seems to know how she pulled it off. Apparently, the professor comes back to check on the Oasis status pretty regularly. But we weren't able to find anyone who could say they've seen maintenance workers or other laborers heading into the desert recently. Honestly, felt like the more we looked into her and what she was doing, the more interesting things got. Thanks, guys. Can't believe how much you're able to find in a single night. This stuff should give us a better perspective on what exactly Arkwright was dealing with in Tharbad last year, too. Well, you weren't the only ones who lucked out here. Also found a few extra tidbits of info for ourselves. Should make a nice souvenir for a friend of ours. Anyway, think that data'll give you enough to work off for now? So you can find your target, I mean. Figured you two would put the pieces together. Doesn't sound like you're too sure on the details just yet, though. Guessing you stopped before you could get the full picture? Both for your sake and ours. After all, you would have dragged us right into this mess of yours if we hadn't, or am I wrong? Would you have? Well, what can I say? Always nice to have a good source of information on your side. Plus, it's not like I wouldn't have upped your pay, you know, for crawling through the mud with us. It wouldn't have been enough, not by a long shot. Look, Kevin, we know you. You'll be all gung-ho about getting the job done one second, then filled with regret the next. Frankly, even if we were to help, watching your sad mug mope around for a few weeks doesn't sound like my idea of a good time. Which is why, this go-round, we're giving you the info you paid us for, and leaving it at that. Sure. Anyway, looks like it's about time we got going. See you around, Kevin. Try not to be too reckless, all right? If not for your own good, then for the girls. Got it. You guys be careful too. They gave us a lot of good intel. No kidding. Guess they call them pros for a reason. By the way, Jack said he had something to take care of somewhere around the capital, right? I wonder what he was talking about. Wasn't our place to ask about that, or the friend they're giving their little souvenir to. Man, having connections can be a real pain in the ass sometimes, huh? They seem kind of worried about you, Kevin. It seems the threads of fate truly do entwine us all. At any rate, the information we received will be useful indeed. We should be able to use it to continue our investigation. Good grief. All right, I think we should be good now. Especially with all the intel we got. Think it's about time we head for the Aljumira. The Aljumira? Where Mariel and the princess are staying, right? Yep. They said they'd be heading back there once they were finished at the hammam to have a meeting with someone, I think. And since they so kindly invited us to stop by whensoever we please, I doubt they'll mind a quick hello. Considering the group within almost certainly possesses the information we seek, we should be sure to have all our cards in hand before making our approach. No? You're probably right. After all, I've heard the princess has got a pretty keen eye. And seeing as Elsa owes Professor Hamilton so much, well, personally, I just want to see if we can get the princess to spill the beans without her catching on to us. Here's hoping. All right, let's head over once we've finished with our other business. Well, our other business is kind of all wrapped up already. But that is going to be an extensive bit of stuff. So I will...
How about a shard search?
My breath is bated.
Can I fish? Rock Eater, Carp, Noble Carp, Kasagan. Yeah, nothing there. Already got those big things.
My breath is bated.
Yep. Not worried about that. Okay. So we'll talk to these three. I worried our independent film wouldn't be good enough, because I never dreamed a real actress would join us. We're shooting a promo as a test run, but there's no denying it. She's a pro. With this, our film is sure to be accepted. That was amazing, Berthier. Guess that's why they pay you the big bucks. If you collaborate with us, we'll be capable of anything. I'll make sure we persuade you yet. Some children came to talk to me for some reason. I took some pictures just like they asked, so I don't know why they're surprised. I admit, they do have some interesting ideas. Maybe I'll tag along for a little while. I just so happen to be free and it would broaden my acting skills.
How about a shard search?
Alright, we will call that there. I will redo the section and come back right here after I get the extra SP for tailing Magisa, because I hit the wrong button and did that wrong. So, fix that and come back. See you then.